Greetings, internets. Thinker2112 here with
insanefastone, aka Jen, aka the other half of Father Spleen,
and the Elating Spirit 78.
It is 1626 Eastern Daylight Time on Saturday the 30th of April 2011. Let's play Final Fantasy VIII. This is take 2 because GarageBand randomly decided to quit without saving anything in the middle of the last time we tried this.
At least, I will say again, at least it wasn't at the end when you actually had to save it.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
It just sucked balls.
Yes. And not chef's balls.
No, like the sweaty, nasty kind of balls. That nobody wants.
Anyway, so the garden is in chaos because the faculty, led by this NORG dude, whoever he is, have apparently decided that it's a good idea to go on a manhunt for the headmaster.
Another one of 6 followers?
Clearly, that's what you do.
And to kill anyone who gets in their way.
By summoning monsters, they're running away like sissies.
Hey, this monster is doing the wave.
Face the wrath of this monster.
Yes, it is.
Just know, nobody cares when you put your hands up in the air and wave like you just don't care. Nobody cares.
Exactly. Of course nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Angelo cares.
I think Angelo does not agree with the wave because he just charged at it.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm doing these these sections in the same order in which the dialogue for these sections was recorded, which was not what I...
Last time.
Yes, last time I did it in the opposite order.
Do you mind if I multitask a little bit?
No problem.
Okay.
I mean, I am sort of asking an extra hour from you guys because...
Well, no, I'm gonna start doing something that it just dawned on me I should probably do eventually.
Ah.
I have a half-dismantled Nerf gun sitting under my desk, and I picked it recently, so now I'm running inventory to make sure I have all of the pieces for it. So,
You nerfed your Nerf gun.
I did, actually. Well, I took it apart because, it would jam, but not be a dark problem. It would be a problem with, like, the actual firing. And so I took it apart. Well, a friend of mine took it apart, and we discovered that the spring that actually makes the trigger work was put in upside down. And so it wouldn't always, like, depress the right way. Which is kind of important if you want to actually shoot it reliably.
Anyway, as I have said before, you want to talk to the people who you help out, because I just got a Mega Phoenix from one of them. A Mega Phoenix is a Phoenix down that works on everybody.
Helpful.
Yes. There's an item that's even more useful than a Phoenix down, but I do not have one of those yet. I
You will not for a while.
I will be sure to show one of those when I do get it. And, oh no,
Don't
another...
use it for the sake of demonstration, I hope.
Well, I am going to use it for the sake of demonstration, but I'll also use it in a situation in which it will be, you know, helpful. Actually, this is an item that, or rather the thing that comes from the item, like, I saw an LP in which this guy was fighting a very tough boss, and this thing saved his ass. He would have died without it. I mean, he did die, and then he got brought back to life by this thing.
It's like when I was playing Xeno Saga, you know how Chaos gets this ability that can revive everybody once? Like, it puts a protection on them, so if they die, they automatically come back to life.
Oh yeah, the best
Yeah,
ally.
I saved my ass during the boss battle.
Which battle?
I don't remember. I just remember it occurring. It was in, like, the latter half of the game, though. Like, after your, party members disappearing on you shenanigans cease. I
And by party members, you mean one particular party member who runs off stupidly?
No, it was before the kidnapping, but it was, I think it was like right before the kidnapping. I don't remember exactly, because it was a while ago.
Oh, the scene where Zenev kept calling you he?
No, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. Because it's been several weeks since... So, like, I finally did beat the game, but that was several weeks ago. I don't remember.
Ah. Anyway, I'm not quite sure why I left in this random battle. Maybe just to show once again that it's really not that hard to kill these guys if you have a way of blinding them. Because all of its attacks are physical attacks, which means that if it's blinded, it really can't do much to you.
I also realized that upon the latest reconstruction of my Nerf gun, I put it together wrong, and I didn't catch one of the pieces on a lift that actually makes the little chamber that holds the air to shoot the dart out. It didn't catch on a lip, and so it wouldn't like open, and so it would never fire. That's the problem if you want to actually have a useful Nerf gun in your arsenal.
So what are you using this Nerf gun for?
So my RIT plays this game called Humans vs. Zombies every year in the fall and the spring. So friends of mine had gone on a run to Toys R Us to acquire some weaponry, and I went with them and purchased some Nerf guns because I had never owned one. So like I actually have a pair of these, but this one wasn't like firing and working properly like it should have been, which is kind of important if you want to actually have a Nerf gun that works. It needs to operate correctly. And so like I've been experimenting with this one, getting it to work again, and also just kind of figuring out how the mechanism works.
That sounds kind of... That humans versus zombie thing, that sounds like the pterodactyl hunt at Swarthmore, which happens every year.
What's that?
It's basically a night where we somehow get a substantial portion of the campus, of the student body, to engage in LARPing.
So for humans versus zombies, it's like, most people start off as a human, and then you have like some zombies, of course. And what you do is you try to survive a week without getting turned into a zombie. What is this spring here for? Oh no, this isn't related to the Nerf gun.
Anyway, so Hikaru learned Vitality plus 40%, which means that she can now learn Vitality bonus, which is of course was my first goal. So the name Carbuncle, which is Hikaru's default name.
The junior classmen are with her. Don't let them escape.
When that word first came up in like one of my high school English classes, we learned that it meant like some skin problem or disease or something.
I'm sorry.
And I wondered why would they call that? Why would they have that name for a deal? And then I saw that there was another more recently that there was another definition. And
I'm not training every day for nothing.
Gent,
Come on.
which makes a lot more sense.
Little.
There's one on its forehead.
Yes. By the way, underclassmen kicking.
You'll have to get
older
past
guy
me first.
Equals funny.
Another one of Suit's
And of course he
followers?
runs as soon as he faces somebody his own size. And another T-Rex sword.
So many dinosaurs.
Those who oppose NORG must die.
By the way, Zell has a sizable number of hit points now.
Yes, he does. Anyway, the humans versus zombies game is really fun. It's like, humans, you're allowed to carry around Nerf guns and then sock grenades. Like socks that you ball up to use as grenades. So you can tag a zombie with them, and then like they become disabled like they can't tag anybody else and like eat them, air quotes, for like 15 minutes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so like buildings are a safe zone because obviously they don't like it when you shoot those things inside. But and like they have several campaigns that they run at night, and me having a room looking out on the creek lawn, get to enjoy them all the time.
So, survive for a week, meaning a week of actual time?
Yes.
So it goes on for a while.
Yeah, it's a whole week of fun and stuff. And, like, then on the last day, they have, like, the final showdown, or extraction, I think is what they called it. And then, like, they have some kind of point system, but I never, like, attended a meeting, so I don't know much about it. Oh god, what screws go where? Crap.
You like all different sizes of screws?
So I have two short screws, and the rest of them are all longer, and I forget which ones go where. I'm pretty sure the short screws go on the top piece that you actually cock the weapon with. So I don't remember exactly.
Whoops.
So I'll just do that.
Anyway, after bringing down another one of these guys, finally have all but one of the areas covered.
Victory dance.
And Dragon Fang, I believe, is used. This and another item that I will get later, I believe, are used in refining some weapons. I forgot last time to turn on the hockey game in the background. I have it on mute, of course, but...
Hockey!
Yeah, the Capitals lost last night, which made me sad, but... Oh well, it was only game 1 of the series, so they do have a chance to come back. And at least they made it past the first round this year, which is not what they usually do.
Do you know how the Sabres are doing?
The Sabres were eliminated a couple days ago.
Because I remember they lost their game 6, heads to game 7, and I never heard about the outcome of game 7.
Yeah, I think...
And that would probably be why.
I think that one may have gone into overtime. Either it went into overtime or it was like... I'm pretty sure it was close either way, but the Flyers beat them. The Flyers are now playing now against the Bruins. So I got a new Refine ability. Fire Magic Refine works pretty much like the Ice and Thunder Magic Refine abilities.
Fun. So you wanna know what's pretty... So, going back to humans versus zombies, like they play it week 7 of Fall Quarter, and then week 7 again, which was 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
And it's spring quarter. And so, for the spring quarter game this year, one of the an on-campus convenience store that you can use, like your food debit, which is you pay RIT for a meal plan, and then you get food debit back.
Mm-hmm.
You could get Nerf darts for food debit on campus.
Yummy Nerf darts.
I bought a lot of Nerf darts. Like, I have 2 Mavericks, and a Maverick can hold 6 shots. I have, like, 38 darts now. That is more than enough for my Mavericks.
Wow.
Another one of 6
Alright, so here's the last
followers
area of the
died.
parking lot. With a very
Actually,
large...
I bought 38 darts. I don't even know how many darts I have. All I know is that a dozen of them are glow in the dark.
Okay, so I was thinking, please don't let this be another T-Rex or... Oh, good. Okay. This is
It's
a...
just some other slobbery
This
looking.
garden
Yes, it's a
belongs to
Grendel.
Noel.
So it has a spell that I had not drawn, to maximum capacity. So I decided to draw double for everybody. Actually didn't wind up helping me very much. It wasn't really useful for any junctions that I could use. But, oh well.
You can refine it later, can't you?
I don't know if you can upgrade. I don't know if there's any. So the only
So
logical.
does it have an ability that you can refine spells into items?
No, no, it only works the other
Or
way.
is it the other way around? For like your gem things?
No, you can refine items into spells, and sometimes you can refine spells into other spells, but you can't refine spells into items.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a bunch of abilities that make items into spells, and there are 2 abilities that make spells into better spells, but yeah, no spells to items.
That would just be cheap, because then you could sell them for money, even though money is pretty inconsequential.
Yeah, money is pretty inconsequential. I mean, in the early game, it can be a limiting factor, but eventually it comes to a point where you basically will have as much as you need and more. Especially if you bother to take the CD, like, bank raising exams. They're tests. Not to be...
I really like this screwdriver.
What's so good about that screwdriver?
So it's got like exchangeable bits, and they're made out of like really durable material. I forget which. But at the end, it has a piece like at the non-screwdriver, like at the non-pointy end of it. It has a round piece, so like that rotates too. So if you can just press on it with your palm and then twist it with your other hand, which is really helpful for pressuring screws into spaces. I think that's in as far as it's gonna let me get it in.
Okay, so this guy was taking a lot of punishment. And I just thought, alright, how many hit points does this guy have? Am I gonna have to take out the big guns? It's like, no, not really.
You could have killed it if you didn't scan it.
Exactly. It's always strange doing a recording thingy over again because things are not a surprise to other people anymore.
We only got halfway through it, so...
Yeah, that's true. At around an hour into it, we will.
I think it was around an hour and 7 minutes that we had to stop.
Yeah, something like that.